I'm still looking for the last 4 red flames that I'm missing. But yeah, rollerblading was a lot of fun. I used to go down to this like rollerblading rink near my home where I grew up, and I met a friend who there we go, who like introduced me to Sonic, and we used to hang out a lot. And I was like 6 years old, and she would like have like little Sonic figures on her, and then I would like hang out at her house and we'd play some Sonic games, and that's kind of how I like got into it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Going back to what you were saying about like the skateboarding culture and stuff, I watch a channel on YouTube about like metal and punk music and how that like influenced a lot of stuff. And I watched one the other day from this creator who put out a video talking about how the Tony Hawk games, like the soundtrack of those games, like influenced so many people. And it was really cool. Those games are always super fun. Yeah, those soundtracks were definitely like, you know, like skateboarding anthems for me back in the day, listening to like
for sure
90s and early 2000s like punk and like rock music, and even like a lot of hip hop too.
I remember when the remakes for Tony Hawk 1 and 2 were coming out, and they were like, "Don't worry, guys, we got Goldfinger." Like we got exactly. Superman by Goldfinger.
You'll get Superman, don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool because those soundtracks are awesome because they are classic songs, and then there's a lot of newer bands on there that are newer like rock and punk bands. Like one of my favorite bands that I really like has a song on there. This band Destroy Boys, and they're definitely like a early 2000s like punk sort of sound to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
that's
really
cool.
fast, kind of like really like heavy thrashy sort of. They're a good time.
Yeah, I like games like that are a great way to discover bands. Like Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row also have some really
definitely,
good music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck, I hope people don't call me that behind my back.
Oh, right, because he called him. He made fun of Robotnik, and he took offense to that.
Yeah.
So that must mean it's Cream the Rabbit that's hired them.
Yeah. She's loaded,
Her mustache.
To find her long lost mustache.
Yeah. It's been lost for a long time.
I'm a little like upset at the Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remakes because I really liked them, and everybody that I know that played them really liked them, but they didn't sell well enough for Activision to want to do a remake of 3 and 4, because like they had it in the pipeline that they were going to do it, but they said that like even Tony Hawk came out and said he was working along with them to make a 3 and 4 remake.
That's upsetting.
But because the games didn't sell enough, they kind of canned it, which sucks because if they made a 3 and 4 remake and those did well enough, I know we would have gotten Underground remakes, and that would have been amazing.
It's a lot of games you want to make happen just to get to the one game.
Why not just a new Tony Hawk game?
Because I love 3 and 4 too. He has said that they are in the process of making a new game.
Okay, that's good at least.
Most because like they usually suck.
Yeah, there are so many remakes happening. It's like, where are the new games already?
Yeah,
they don't work.
It sucks because like I say so many times, I don't like remakes. I would rather new games, but there are a few games and I'm like, oh man, I kind of wish I could get a remake of that. Like it would be great if I got like a Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2 remake. I would love that, even though I say all the time.
But the Tony Hawk games, those are the ones with like Tony Hawk Underground. That's the one with like the Jackass crew, I think, or like the Viva La Bam crew. Like, how could you remake that? Like, you know, nowadays with like Bam Margera being the way that he is.
I mean, I think you can just get the rights to use the same sounds, like the same audio clips and whatnot.
Oh, like they probably already own the
that's,
character models.
I mean, it's a very good point because likeness is built into contracts, and just like having someone's likeness is like enough to sue. So
yeah, I mean, I have heard of a lot of remakes not be able to do certain things because of the license contract like expiring or whatever. Kind of like for example with the situation with Sonic 3 when Sonic Origins came out, and because of the whole like deal with Michael Jackson and like his team of musicians, they couldn't use all the original. So like Sonic 3 and Sonic Origins does not have the original soundtrack. So, you know,
Yeah, and even like you were
anything can
saying
happen.
with like the Tony Hawk team and Activision coming out saying like, don't worry, we got Goldfinger, you know? Like I'm sure
Yeah.
that they had to go back and do, you know, re-sign
Absolutely.
contracts to get the music back this time.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they got Goldfinger, because that's really
Yes.
important.
That's the only song that they have. It's just Goldfinger.
It
over
just
and over
plays
and
on
over.
loop, yeah.
It's Goldfinger and Guerrilla Radio by Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, they're like, listen, we can get you Goldfinger, but it's gonna cost our entire music budget. So you either get the entire soundtrack or you only get Goldfinger. And the fan base went, Goldfinger, please.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they went, "You're gonna buy it though, right?
No,
You're gonna buy your game,
When
right?"
it comes
No,
to
I
Game
ju-
Pass, right?
I just like to be a part of the movement. Oh yeah, is it on Game Pass? Because I'll definitely
I don't
play it if
think
it
so.
is. No?
I'm sad to say,
I'm not sure. It was a free
that-
game for PlayStation 1 month.
Skatebird is no longer on Game Pass.
Aw, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. We played that on the stream. Those episodes are actually on YouTube right now.
Check them out.
They are.
Check 'em out.
Check them out.
Chicken out.
Cheap.
cheap, cheap.
Chicken.
God, I can't wait for that. We're gonna go see.
We're doing a double feature.
yeah,
it's not
we-
a movie marathon.
Yeah, but it's Greg Sestero is gonna be there. It's the Room and Greg Sestero's new
No
like horror
movie.
film that he just came out with, and it's gonna be a double feature at our local movie theater.
Be very nice.
Yeah.
Very excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I tried to explain to Meg the other day because I texted her. I'm like, hey, do we have any plans on this stage? She's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go up to Squish's place and I'm gonna go catch a movie with him. She's like, oh, okay, what is it? And I'm like, all right, so it's kind of this movie that's like renowned as being one of like the worst movies kind of like ever made. It's got this really shitty production, blah blah. She's like, yeah, that sounds like you would go spend money to do that. I'm like, you don't understand, all right? Like there's a whole thing behind. I'm like, you're not gonna get it, Mom. Don't worry.
You're not
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's love right there, though. She totally understands that you would do something stupid, and she supports it. That's
Yeah,
great.
And she
was
knows to stay
"Fucking
away from
whatever
it."
you want.
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
knows
exactly.
to stay
She's
away
like,
from
cool,
it.
it's fine.
I'll be the alibi. All right. I'll stay home.
All right, I got.
Yeah, good luck trying to explain all the spoons to her.
I didn't even get there. I was like, listen, like we've seen some bad. I was like, there's movies that you like that I don't like that are bad movies, but it does not compare to like. I'm like, it's points where there's people talking or people not talking, and there's still audio going as if they're talking, even though their mouth isn't moving. I'm like, it's bad.
Yeah. But I will I'll compare the experience to like those old school Rocky Horror Picture Show
Yeah.
where people are like quoting lines and singing along and shit like that. It's very interactive.
There
I'm
we
waiting
go.
to see if something like that comes around for the area that I'm at because I think Rocky Horror is one of those movies that's on that movie list that you and I both have.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, a long
Okay.
time ago, but yeah.
I have not.
You ever seen it?
Nah. But that's also because
Interesting.
like I'm just not a big
Yeah.
movie person, so like I haven't seen most movies.
It's a musical.
Okay.
So-
I mean, you've seen all the Star Wars movies, so you've seen those movies.
Yeah, enough to recount the tale.
Enough to say bad guy,
dark-
evil wizard.
Yeah. I mean, listen.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
I got him. Yeah.
That's the thing, that you're not wrong.
Yeah. I just kind of explained it in the way that I could understand.
Jesus.
Like if somebody explained something like that to me in that way, I'd be like, "Thank you, I get that." So you're like giving me all the names and like the details, and like you've already lost me. But if you're just like, "There's a space wizard, and there's some kid, and some bad guy," and I'm like, "Yes, I can follow this logic. I'm a
So by
child."
telling me nothing, you've told me enough.
Yeah. Well, if you like oversimplify things, you know.
Dude, that's one of the things with Lord of the Rings, where like I'm sitting there and I'm like, every person, every town, every fucking tree, every weapon, everything has some sort of crazy grand name. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like deep lore built into that fucking universe.
Yeah, I
Not that
can't.
they're, it's not for Star Wars, but at least it's easy enough for Star Wars. Han Solo, the
Yeah. I can't follow things that are like every single thing has like an elaborate name and story behind it, and I'm like, that's way too. It's like overload. You just give me,
stuff like that.
you know, give me. Oh, the character runs fast and his name is Sonic. I understand that. The guy's shaped like an egg. His name is Eggman.
Yeah, but there's
Okay.
been times where you got on about like the egg robos and how they all have different personalities, and
Yeah.
then they get consciousness, and you explain the egg fleet.
Yeah.
There's some deep lore here, some deep cuts.
She's like, yeah, it's Sonic, so what?
I mean, that being said, I can probably name every single
That's what I'm
Pokemon
saying.
in existence.
Yeah, you have.
And there's like almost 1,000 of them right now, so.
You are very much into
Oh,
Star
I'm not
Wars fans with that. Oh, you screwed this whole thing up.
I'm not supposed to be detected. But I'm the detectives. That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't.
Look at me. I'm the detective now.
So I just have to go through this entire thing as SBO.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, riveting gameplay.
Don't do anything.
Ooh.
Ooh. Well, do it. Just don't let them know you're doing it.
Do half of it.
But don't
Yeah.
do it.
I have to be sneaky.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, please.
Oh, don't do that.
I fucking miss Couch Up.
Yeah. Cow Chop don't miss you. Cow Chop doesn't even miss Cow Chop. What the fuck you doing?
Yeah, you're right. Couch Up doesn't miss Couch Up. That's the most depressing part. Where am I going?
I don't know. You should probably make sure there's nobody around.
Oh,
Oh boy.
dump into a dumpster. I was trying to say.
Dump into a dumpster.
Jump into a jumpster. Snap into a Slim Jim.
Wait, oh, that
Jump
didn't
into a
even send me.
jumpster.
I just. What the fuck, dude? Woo!
Don't you want to go that way though?
I want what I want. The heart wants what the heart wants. I want to go up here and then I want to try to fly up here, and no, I can't reach it.
There's a wall there.
Well, there's a little that like bounce pad at the very corner of where you are, like the
This?
bottom right corner.
That
Right underneath that.
down there.
That one. Yeah. Does that one bounce you straight up? Ah, not high
Not
enough.
even
Yeah,
high
I think
enough.
there's something blocking you from that direction. I don't think you can go like that way.
This way it is.
Do you think this is going to be in Sonic 3?
What?
The movie.
Oh, the movie?
Yeah.
This entire part here?
Does it bug you? People refer to the movies as Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, well, it doesn't bug me, it just confuses me. I need it to be referred to as like Sonic the Movie 1, Sonic the Movie 2, you know? Because you refer to it as Sonic 1, 2, and 3, I just think of like the Genesis games.
I know.
Yeah, I know you know.
Yeah, I suppose if someone was telling me, if anybody other than either of you were explaining to me Sonic and they said Sonic like 1, I think I would assume y'all are talking about the game. But anybody else, I would just automatically assume the movie.
Yeah.
I would need context clues. Like if they say Sonic and Tom, well, I know that's Sonic Adventure 2.
Right. No shit.
Because Tom's from that game.
Hit the switch.
I think is Tom the president?
Yeah. He's Sonic.
Nice job. Why is he in his limo?
The presidential limousine.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
in Sonic Adventure 2, why is he
Yeah.
in the limo? To let the president know that
I don't
like,
need you to give me an actual answer.
Everyone knows the president has access
That's
to the
Big Dick
limousine and a giant mech at all times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You Metal Wolf?
Metal Wolf.
But yeah, I usually refer to them as just Sonic. I think I refer to it as like the first Sonic movie and the second Sonic movie.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Just simple enough.
Let's say those Jim Carrey movies.
Have you heard of the OVA from the 90s?
Hell, Dark Blade just alive.
Yeah, it was. I was thinking about doing that joke, but I was like, oh.
No, the
Ever heard of the OVA from the 90s? No. I
yeah,
haven't
yeah,
heard
the
of it.
Sonic OVA. So like in Japan it came out as a two-parter animation, but in America they condensed it together and released it as a animated film.
It's a
so
Sonic
it's like,
anime movie.
Yeah, it's like technically it's like the first Sonic movie because they also called it Sonic the Hedgehog the movie. But it was really good. I really liked it. Like there's animated cutscenes in Sonic CD and it's done in that same style. Looks really good. I love watching that movie. I've seen that one like a million times. That's the one movie I've seen a million times. It's just
you said you don't like movies. You officially can't like that movie.
One's not really.
You legally can't like that movie.
It's more of like
there's movie in the title.
Okay. Well.
So is it on Hulu or?
No, it's on a DVD on my shelf.
Can you put it on Hulu?
You can actually. I think people have it on like YouTube and stuff. Like it's pretty easy to find online for free.
What about Vimeo?
Probably.
I got it on Venmo.
On Venmo?
On Venmo. Someone sent you $12, and then they just the little memo that they had for it was just a bunch of emojis explaining the entire movie.
I was just gonna say I do it in different posts. You can just follow the whole trail.